What's up, whiskey people? Nice little night for whiskey. Nice little cool night for whiskey. Tonight I got one from the Highlands. So this is it's more of an obscure whiskey. It's not like something from one of the well-known whiskey conglomerates, but they make good stuff. This is Glencadam, 13-year, the Reawakening. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this Highland whiskey, this Glencadam 13-year. 13-year-old, apparently it says limited edition. I don't think, it's not like a small batch or anything. The little story behind it is in the fall of the year 2000, they say the distillery fell asleep. Maybe it was shut down for a while. And then in 2003, which has only been 3 years, they reopened, and they wanted to make a whiskey to commemorate the opening of it, and this is it. So they call it the Reawakening. It's a 13-year-old. Now I've had Glencadam 10-year, which honestly, Glencadam 10-year, that's up there as one of the best 10 years on the market. Up there with like Arrington. The well-touted Springbank 10, but this one's up there. So this is bottle 1198 of 3,000. So there's only 6,000 bottles of these in the world, but I wouldn't say it's that limited or anything. You could still find these on the market. I actually ordered this one online, but you can get them at stores if you're lucky enough to find one. I've got this glass poured up already. I try to give it a little due. Sometimes you gotta take your time with these scotches and let them open up a little bit. This one's been sitting for a little bit. So color on that, gold. I would say pretty golden color. You could tell it's a natural color scotch. So on the can it tells you it's natural color, non-show filtered. I think that's just Glencadam that they always good integrity presentation from Glencadam. But we'll get right into it. So it's been sitting for a little bit. It had its time. A lot of the scotches need time to open up. Bourbon too, but being younger most of the time with bourbon, you get a good 10-year bourbon, as old as a 12-year bourbon. Let it sit for about 12 minutes or so. Let it open up. Give it some time, and then get into it. Man, whiskey's so expensive. You gotta savor that stuff sometimes. Give it its due. Get your money's worth out of it. Good things take time. Getting into the nose of it. Very citrus. That's the first thing I get off top. It's a subtle whiskey. It doesn't come out there and greet you with a big slap in the face. Subtle whiskey. There is some creaminess behind there. Lots of honeysuckle. Reminds me in the summertime, you taste the honeysuckle trees. The little flowers, the little honeysuckle flowers. Honeysuckle, definitely some citrus. Fresh light fruits, no dark notes or anything like that. A lot of light fruits. Maybe a little melons, watermelon. And a little floral notes. Almost like it's just light. It's almost like a spring whiskey that I get out of this. We're here drinking it in the wintertime. But definitely, it'll be a good spring whiskey. Floral notes, you get spring flowers and the melon. Some citrus and definitely honeysuckle. A little bit of an oak in the background, but let's get into it. Not a whole lot of oak in it, guys. Taste is not subtle at all. Damn. It's been a while since I had this one. Definitely fruits. Finish is really long though. Damn, I don't remember the finish being this long in it. Lots of fruit. Lots of fruit. That honeysuckle's there. What you would get on the nose, you get on the palate, but it's amplified. Very measured arrival. So you swallow, you get it on your tongue, and it starts building up. The flavors start building up. And then you get this crescendo of flavor. And then it kind of just tuckers on out. But that finish lasts for a while. Fresh fruit, spices that I would think would come from the oak, about a mid palate, and that kind of just goes into almost like a tea, which is weird. Like, I don't know. My girlfriend she's into tea and stuff like that. She gets different teas, but she has a chamomile tea, and it kind of tastes like that. It goes into this tea note. After it fruits, this chamomile tea, and then it tuckers off into like spices and oak in the end. But that fruit note carries on. The citrus note carries on. Almost like a lemon oil, a lemon peel. It's good though. It's not, like, when I say it's citrus, it's not like I wouldn't say it's like real out there citrus fruit, but almost like an essence of citrus, like a lemon zest. That's what I meant to say, like the rind of the lemon. That's it. Definitely that citrus, that lemon zest with some fruits. Not a whole lot of creamy flavors, a little hint of vanilla, but not real custardy. It's I wouldn't say it's a super thick whiskey. Good medium consistency. But it coats okay. It's a pretty decent little mouthfeel to it, but the finish lasts for a long time on this. This is a really long finish. It's a 13-year whiskey though. I mean, you don't always get that as far as like, I kind of 90% of the time, the older the whiskey is, the better the finish is. The flavors kind of last for a while, but proofing goes into that a lot of times too. So I've had a younger whiskey that if it's cask strength, I mean, that'll flavors will carry on for a while, just because alcohol brings flavor. It's just how it is. Good complexity to this one though. That honeysuckle flavor, fresh fruits. The citrus comes in really early. That's the first thing you get, is that lemon, almost lemon seed oil, kind of lemon zest. Goes into our fresh fruits. Spices come in, and spices, and that carries on to the finish. Spices and a little light fresh fruit note. Nose is really subtle though, but you get the same stuff you get in the nose in the flavor. It's just almost hitting it. It's kind of a chameleon of a whiskey where you smelling it, you get just the essence, like, oh well, it's got a little fruit to it. You get the citrus off top right whenever you smell it, but then when you taste it, those flavors come out and pop. But it is a little subtle whiskey on the nose. Good stuff though. I would definitely buy another one of these again. I mean, it's a limited edition. I don't know how hard they are to find right now. This is it's been open for a little bit. I mean, it's got some this one's got a little air to it. It's been oxidized for a little bit. Not oxidized, but it's been opened up. But yeah, I'd probably go I'm gonna go 7.25 on this one. 7.25 out of 10. it'd definitely be a buy again. It's a unique whiskey. Glencadam 10 year is really good too, but that's like a staple. Those a little bit easier to find than the 13 years, but that one's really good. That one's really good. But that's it, guys. Glencadam 13 year. If you like what we do, we got more reviews coming. I've got some bourbons. Next up, I think I'm gonna do. I got a bourbon I'm gonna do next. I got one I've been waiting to do a review on. But hit that like button. If you want to catch more videos, subscribe to us, and we'll see you on the next video, guys.